new faces. Two different eras of basketball colliding once again. Back in the Warriors' locker room, the mood was businesslike. Curry tied his shoes, headphones on, locked in. Butler stretched quickly near the sideline, his expression unreadable. Brandon Podziemski shot corner threes with calm consistency, while Horford gave pointers to young bigs about positioning and timing. Kuminga moved with silent confidence, a man who knew this season could change everything for him. Steve Kerr walked through the gym, clipboard in hand, glancing between groups, his mind racing. He had seen dynasties form and fade. He had coached through chaos, through injuries, through the rise and fall of stars. Now, once again, he faced the simplest and hardest question in basketball. Who do you trust to start the game? For the next few hours, the Warriors scrimmaged in silence. No fans. No cameras. Just basketball. Butler tested his ankle. Kuminga drove hard to the rim. Draymond barked orders on defense. Curry smiled after sinking back-to-back threes from the logo. It felt like old times, but new too. This was no longer the team of 2015 or even 2022. This was a different breed, part old guard, part new era. Outside, the Bay Area skyline glowed gold and blue, and banners inside Chase Center whispered reminders of glory past. Yet in the heart of every Warrior beat the same hunger, to prove they still belonged among the league's elite. Moody's eye. The preseason was over. The lights inside Chase Center dimmed down on a Friday night after a narrow 106-103 loss to the Clippers. For Steve Kerr and his Golden State Warriors, the real challenge wasn't behind them, it was right ahead. The regular season opener against the Los Angeles Lakers loomed large, yet one question still hung heavy in the Bay Area air. Who's going to start on Tuesday night? Moses Moody's strained calf had changed everything. His injury seemed minor at first, just another preseason precaution. But as Sunday rolled around, Kerr stood in front of the media, his expression more uncertain than ever. Moody's out, he confirmed. The words hit like a subtle gut punch. The 22-year-old guard had been one of the bright spots of the preseason, averaging over 14 points, hitting more than half his shots, and sinking threes at an elite clip. His growth was finally aligning with the Warriors' next chapter, a bridge between the dynasty's past and the team's future. Now, that bridge had cracks. Jimmy Butler and Jonathan Kuminga, both battling ankle tweaks, were back in scrimmages. Kerr smiled when he mentioned them, a veteran fighter and a rising star, sharing the floor again, both questionable but expected to suit up for the opener. Yet, with Moody sidelined, Kerr admitted what everyone already sensed. The Warriors still didn't know who their fifth starter would be. Steph Curry and Draymond Green were givens. They always were. Two pillars of an empire that had redefined modern basketball. At Jimmy Butler, the Warrior who joined the Warriors, a player whose mentality mirrored Draymond's fire and Steph's competitive calm. Brandon Podziemski, the young lefty shooter who'd impressed everyone with his poise and basketball IQ, was next in line. That made four. But the fifth? That was the puzzle. Kerr mentioned Al Horford, the seasoned veteran, now 39, who had arrived in Golden State to anchor the defense, share wisdom, and provide stability. He could start, yes, but playing him more than 25 minutes was risky. We have to think about the rotation, Kerr explained. If Horford started, there would be long stretches on the bench later in games. If he came off the bench, the Warriors might lose early balance. Then there was Kuminga, the athletic, versatile forward whose evolution had been the talk of the league last season. Kerr could go small, play Kuminga at the 4, and push Green back into his familiar role as a small ball 5. That combination had defined the Warriors' most dangerous lineups in years past: chaotic, fast, unpredictable, but deadly. Draymond Green, now entering his 13th season,